Bonjour, bonsoir, and welcome to another video. Yep, it's another blackout video. Another video in the dark for all of you to enjoy. Okay, I just heard in the news that Donald Trump has slapped a 50% tariffs on Canada. You know, goods like hockey sticks and other Canadian goods. And these tariffs that President Trump is slapping on Canada is basically going to make everything even more expensive here. Because everything's going to go up for Americans. And a lot of Canadian premiers, people who are in charge of running provinces and territories in Canada. Yeah, provinces, 10 of them, like British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and Newfoundland and Labrador, and the 3 territories, Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. Yeah, the premiers of these 10 provinces and 3 territories have united for the response to Donald Trump's tariffs. And Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario, said it best: "We're sick and tired of the bully always taking our lunch money. So we got to fight back." So in Canoe, the Premier of Manitoba, is sticking with the booze ban. And I remember him saying this in a CTV interview, and also in an interview on CBC. He said this: "Okay, you got American politicians throwing temper tantrums. Okay, here's an ultimatum. All right, drop the tariffs, release more of the Epstein files, and you can have your booze back." And the booze are going on the shelves back on liquor stores all over Canada. And I think David Eby, the Premier of British Columbia or BC, he said that American booze are not going to go back on the shelves of liquor stores in his province. And I'm seeing all of this, and it's affecting me and everybody here in the U.S. So and this is even worse from Donald Trump and all these conservative news reporters on news segments or news outlets like Fox News, I think One American News Network, and Newsmax. I think those. Yeah, and Trump and along with these news reporters are basically, they're just like gaslighting Canadians and ripping Canada apart, yeah, over the wildfires that are happening in Ontario. Yeah, and in cities like in a city called Toronto, the GTA, the Greater Toronto Area, the air quality is so bad. That's right, the air quality is so bad, and the sky is orange. I think I saw this on the Rational National with David Dole on YouTube. Um, saw some guys on a train, and they were like filming the orange sky and the smoke. And I saw this, I was just blown away by this, and it's just crazy. Orange skies from the fires and air quality from smoke. And Toronto has very bad air quality. And the air quality slash smoke has affected states in the northern U.S. Yeah, and you got Donald Trump and all of these conservative news people just trashing Canada, saying that their response, say that they are just like polluting the air in the U.S. with the smoke from the fires in their country. And that's what I heard. And these people are assholes. They're assholes. They're assholes and dipshits. And that's what they are. Trump and these conservative news reporters of Fox News. I mean, these guys are just assholes. And they are. And all of this, Trump has slapped a 50% tariffs on Canada. And Donald Trump is just basically kissing the ass of people who he should be putting down and putting in their places. Yeah, like Vladimir Putin in Russia. I think he loves Putin. And he's going around trashing Canada. And out of all of this, I feel sorry for Canada, and I really do. I really do. I feel sorry for them. Canada doesn't deserve what Donald Trump and these conservative politicians are hurling at them. Canadians don't deserve this, and they don't. And yeah, with the tariffs, me and everybody here in the States, we're feeling the heat. We're paying more for things that we want, that we need. And I don't know, like, I probably won't be able to save enough money to leave the U.S. Because Donald Trump is poorly handling the economy here in the U.S. Because he's a terrible president and he doesn't know what he's doing. And I like to think these MAGA idiots, these conservative voters, and these dumb black people and these dumb Hispanic people for putting his fat orange ass back in the White House. But there's no need for me to bring that up, because what's the point of bringing this up? Yeah, I can't stand Donald Trump. I can't stand him. And I can't stand this guy. I know, like, you got some YouTubers who are not wasting their time, like, talking about him, but, I think I shouldn't be talking about this guy. I shouldn't be making videos about him at all. Yeah. So the Canadians are 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 are, are putting up the fight against Donald Trump and the tariffs. So I'm not for Trump slapping tariffs on Canada. I am not for the 51st state thing. I'm not for any of this shit that Trump has created. And I'm not. So even though I don't take sides, which side would I choose? Will I go with the Canadians? Or will I go with Donald Trump? Well, I'm going with the Canadians. I'm standing with them. And I am. Because they have an ally. They have someone who is on their team. And it's me, New Manchester. So, yeah, even though I made videos about Canada in the past, but Canadians don't deserve the treatment that they're receiving from Donald Trump and his administration in Washington. They don't deserve this at all, and they don't. Okay, and also I heard about Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate being charged with sex crimes from the United Kingdom, and they're fighting extradition back to the UK. And you got lawyers here in the US who are trying to keep them here. And you know something? I think Andrew Tate and his brother should answer for their crimes by heading back to the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. That's right. They should answer for their crimes. I can't let this go. I'm not going to talk about this anymore. I was called a misogynist because of the videos that I posted on this channel about American women. I was called a misogynist. Well, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan Tate, they're part of the manosphere, and they say a lot of misogynist things about women. And I don't support these guys, and I don't. Fuck them. Just wanna bring that out there. Just want to bring this out there. Yeah, I remember Andrew Tate getting into it with Greta Thunberg over the small dick energy thing, which was hilarious. And speaking of Greta Thunberg, the wildfires in Ontario and the heat wave here in the US. Well, I'm in Texas. I'm feeling the heat wave, and the heat wave in Europe is caused by climate change. The climate crisis is getting worser and worser and worser. And it has. Yeah, temperatures are topping 43 degrees Celsius to 47 degrees Celsius. That's hot. Imperial translation, that'll be over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, heat wave and wildfires, orange skies and bad air quality in Toronto, in Canada. It's the climate crisis, and it's getting worse. Yeah, we as humans have ruined planet Earth. Have ruined planet Earth. We ruined it. Yeah. We ruined this planet. And we have. So, I think we should talk more about the climate change. The climate crisis. So, yeah. Going back to Trump slapping tariffs of 50% tariffs on Canadian goods / Canada. Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario, said this. I think I can remember what he said. He said this, Trump wants to slap a 50% tariffs on our country. We're sick and tired of the bully. We're sick and tired of the bully taking our lunch money. And you know something? Who were the people who came to the U.S., who came to places like California to help fight some wildfires? Canada did. And we're always helping the U.S. putting out fires. Well, the next time you're in trouble, it's going to be you. I think that's what he said. I think I remember what he said. Yeah, Doug Ford is just laying it out on all the things that he's saying. Yeah, all those Canadian premiers of the 10 provinces and 3 territories of Canada, they all united over Trump's 50% tariffs. Oh yeah, also the Gordie Howe International Bridge, which is not open yet, which links Windsor, Ontario, Canada with Detroit, Michigan, the United States. That bridge is finally going to be open. I think on the 27th of July this month. And Americans and Canadians aren't going to be celebrating together over this. Yeah, Canadians are going to be celebrating alone, and the Americans are going to be probably not going to be celebrating. That's what I heard. And both Americans and Canadians are not going to get together and celebrate the opening of this bridge. And that's just sad. All because of some idiot, some jackass, some clown in the White House. And since I'm on the topic of Donald Trump and his 50% tariffs, which makes absolutely no sense. Let's see. What can I remember? Oh yeah, during the celebration of the FIFA World Cup, I think the soccer team Argentina, I think they were celebrating, and Donald Trump wants to hand the trophy to the team. And the team was celebrating, and I think one of the teammates didn't want to shake Donald Trump's hand. They just walked past him and didn't want to shake his hand. Plus, They didn't want the trophy. They didn't want to take the trophy from him. And plus, he was trying to stand on stage with the team to celebrate along with them, like he played soccer with them, and he's just a fat old man. And one of the team members pushed him off stage. And get this, they edited the photo to remove him from the photo. They edited the photo of him with the team by removing him off of the photo. That's sad. And plus, Donald Trump is doing all this because he's so narcissistic. And he is. Yeah, narcissism is a big thing here in the U.S. And it is. Trump is just a narcissistic old man with an ego. Basically, this man is fascist, narcissistic, and he cares about nobody but himself. And this is the same man who said this: I grab women by the pussy and I don't wait. This is the man who bankrupted every company that he ran. And he had that Trump University thing. He had Trump University, which was nothing but a scam. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So I'm just telling all of you this in this video. Yeah. Donald Trump is just running amok, making a fool out of himself, just making a mess of everything, making a complete jackass and a dipshit of himself. The heat wave is caused by climate change getting worser and worser and worser and worser. Yeah, I heard about the big heat wave in Europe. I think in countries like France, Spain, and Italy. I think there's some wildfires that's happening somewhere in France. And yeah, and I got a culture shock from a nurse from New Zealand. And I can say her name. Her name is Ingrid. She's an old lady from New Zealand, an old lady with a bob cut. And I told her about the wildfires that happened in Canada like a long time ago. And she just shut me down and said, "Oh, I don't care about wildfires, because winds just carry wildfires from one place to another." And she shut me up and put me in my place over that. So, you know what? I can't talk to her about stuff like this. And yeah, that's true. Winds will carry wildfires from one place to another. But she never brought up climate change. Because she's probably one of those old, out of touch, conservative, super religious Kiwis from New Zealand. So, yeah. The climate crisis, climate change is affecting North America and Europe. Yeah, I think the ice in the North Pole and the South Pole is probably melting really fast. Yeah, sea levels is going to be on the rise for years to come. I think Florida is going to be underwater. So this doesn't look good at all. Climate change is getting worse and worser and worser and worser. And, well, and can mankind turn this around? We'll see. We'll see. So, that's all I gotta say in this video. More videos to come. Cheers and au revoir. Merci beaucoup. Au revoir. Goodbye. And before I end this video, I'm gonna stay cool. I'm gonna drink plenty of water. Keep myself hydrated. Stay out of that scorching, blistering, fiery, hot heat. Yeah, and like I said in the previous video, July is one of the hottest months in Texas. July. Yeah, I wish I lived in a part of the world that has a Mediterranean climate. I like the Mediterranean climate. I don't like hot, humid, heat weather. And I don't like dry, heat, desert weather either. I like a Mediterranean climate. That's what I like. So, yeah, and also, I like winter. You know, even though in the winter time it's freezing cold outside, but yeah, but I like to get in the bed with a heated blanket in the bed with lots of blankets on it to keep me nice and warm. Oh my God, that feels good. I like that. Yeah, but this hot, humid weather that I'm putting up with here in Texas, it doesn't feel good at all. The heat doesn't feel good. Like, man, when I step outside of my house, it's like stepping into an oven. It feels like stepping to an oven when I step out of my house. Get out of this, man, when I step out of this nice and cool air-conditioned house that I'm living in. When I step out of this house and into the hot, scorching heat outside, it's like walking into an oven. It's like stepping into an oven. When I go into a garage of my home, it's like stepping into an oven. Oh my God, it's hot. Super, super hot. Yeah, I'm gonna drink plenty of water. I'm gonna keep myself nice and cool by staying in the house. And when I'm driving around in my car, I'm gonna crank up the AC and keep myself nice and cool. Yeah. The heat is unbearable. It's brutal. It's terrible. It's awful. It's just all around bad. Okay, I think that's all I got to add to this video. All right. Canada, keep up the fight against Donald Trump and his pathetic tariffs. Because I view Donald Trump's tariffs, to me, they just basically went over like a fart in church. And they make absolutely no sense. All right. I'm done. Goodbye.